Hi, gang, it's Adam.
And Patrick.
Coming up on today's episode, we get an update on Tweedle-D Jeff's proposal in Animal Kingdom. We cover the latest Disney news and list our Fab Five watering holes in Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts. As always, we close out the show with some quick D. All that and more on today's episode of Gays Do the D.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Patrick Francine Kozicki.
How are you, Adam Charlemagne Hummel?
Charlemagne?
Mm-hmm.
Like Pippin.
I'm thinking very Pippin right now.
Is it because I look like Pippin?
Obviously.
Thank you.
Also, you have amazing quick changes.
I certainly do.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, my friend?
I'm wonderful. Adam, I have to tell you, I did my Fast Pass selections this past week.
What a moment.
What a moment in time. I'll tell you what, I got not one, but two Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Fast Passes.
I don't know if I would broadcast that.
Sorry about it, folks.
People are going to slap you.
Sorry, not sorry.
Are you very excited to ride that ride? Yeah.
I'm okay on it.
Who cares?
Who even cares about it?
That's going to be so exciting, especially being able to do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time you'll be like, where are all the hidden Mickeys?
Yes.
And the second time you'll be like, I know exactly where all the hidden Mickeys are.
I'm going to point them out with vocals.
Yes, please do that.
The second time I'm on the ride.
And be sure to hold up your phone and turn on the flash.
I'm bringing my iPad.
Great.
To hold in front of everyone's faces.
If you could also put a baby on your shoulders, that would be helpful too.
Yeah, I have one of those real babies.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the real werewolf babies, though.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what?
You haven't seen those yet?
A real werewolf baby?
They're terrifying. Look them up.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who? I mean, why?
I feel like you're answering all your questions within your questions. Like, there's really no answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a conundrum.
Also, why do I need one now?
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't even seen one, but I need one.
Exactly.
Well, Patrick, we have so much to celebrate this week.
So many celebrations.
First of all, we have to congratulate and celebrate all of the people who participated in the 2020 Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend.
Absolutely. Full disclosure, we are recording on a Friday night, so the 5K happened tonight.
Yeah.
Or this morning, I guess.
Yeah.
So when this podcast actually airs, everyone will have already run.
Yeah.
But Nick and Dave from Canada ran the 5K this morning, and Nick was featured on the Run Disney Facebook page, crossing the finish line dressed as Cinderella.
Oh, that's
amazing,
fabulous. Yes,
amazing.
I saw his costume in the works on Instagram.
It's adorable and glorious. His friend Jen wore it this past year, I believe, for the 2020 marathon weekend.
Now, that is something you and I could not do. We could not just trade off running clothes like that because...
We could.
No, because you would be drowning in them. And mine would be so tight, I'd look like a sausage roll.
Don't you want to look like that?
No, thank you.
Oh.
No, I mean, I do just on an everyday basis.
I strive for it.
I strive for sausage roll chicness.
Realness.
So congratulations, everyone who participated in the marathon weekend.
Congratulations, everybody.
We also need to say happy opening to the Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
Yeah.
Did you see the pics, Patrick?
I did not.
Oh.
I'm not super into this restaurant.
Yeah, I'm definitely not after seeing the pics. Did you know they have paper towels on rolls in the middle of each table?
Oh, like that, the brown paper towels?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it's a real famous Dave situation happening.
I'm already ashamed enough when I eat. I don't need to go to a place where they're like, make a complete pig of yourself.
Yeah.
Here's some paper towels.
I'm kind of into that, actually.
Are you?
It's kind of sexy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Get sauced, everybody.
I'm sure it's delicious, but people do not need to see that out of me. They do not need to see me eating at the Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
We're taking pictures next time we're there. Hashtag it's happening.
Food issues be damned. I'm going full bore on that bore.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. We also need to wish a happy opening to Magic Happens Parade at Disneyland.
Magic happened.
Well, not yet, but it will. I mean, not when this episode drops, it will have not happened yet.
I don't know how time works, Adam.
But
I feel like you just wished them a happy opening, meaning it opened?
meaning it's going to open. So
Oh.
we need to wish them a happy opening.
Okay, well, happy birthday, Adam, because your birthday will happen in the future.
I'm just trying to cover all the bases.
Got
here,
it.
Patrick.
Got it.
What do you want from me?
Perfection. That's all I ask for.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt, Adam.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what an exciting time to be at Disneyland, a brand new daytime spectacular.
I mean,
And have you been watching all the videos on Disney Parks blog?
I have been watching those.
Holy Moses. It
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be quite the spectacle.
Spectacle is the correct word for that.
The costumes,
I was going to say a lot of glasses,
a lot of, yeah, it's kind of like,
a lot of eyewear.
yeah, yeah.
One short day.
It's very that. It's very that. Apparently, the magic is the gift of sight
Oh,
to the Disneyland performers.
you get LASIK and you get LASIK.
Yes. They don't, though. They
No.
don't.
Nope.
They don't.
A spectacle of spectacles.
Yep. Well, I'm really excited to see that parade, hopefully very soon.
Does that mean we're going to Disneyland, Adam? Let me rephrase. Does that mean you're going to Disneyland, Adam?
I have no plans as of this recording.
Okay, well, let's make some plans
Let's
during the
make
recording.
some plans and catch that parade. And to all of our listeners who are in Disneyland, please let us know your thoughts on Magic Happens.
And send us those pics.
Please do that. Of the parade, you mean?
Well,
Yeah.
listen.
Okay.
Whatever you want to send us,
Yep.
we will open and look at.
Werewolf baby.
Send us a pic of your werewolf baby if you have one as well.
Yeah. The dolls, you mean? Or
Listen,
yeah,
if it's your werewolf baby,
we'll take a real one.
it's true. It's true. Moving on with celebrations, Adam, we have a new Patreon family member to welcome. Haley joins us as our newest patron.
Haley, we love you.
Haley, we love you. Haley left us a lovely note. May I read it to you, Adam?
Please do that.
Haley says, longtime Gaze to the D listener, new Patreon member. I love your podcast so much, and it adds some Disney magic to my daily commute. You both are so joyful and hilarious, and you appreciate all of the Disney history that I love so much. Thank you for all of your awesome content. Haley, I agree.
Oh,
We are joyful and hilarious.
yeah, Haley. I mean, what a thoughtful message.
What an accurate message.
What an accurate message.
No, thank you so much, Haley. It's so generous and kind of you. For those who don't know, we do have a Patreon page where for as little as $1 reoccurring a month, you can join our Patreon family, which gets you access to exclusive Gaze to the D raw and uncut episodes. I love saying that.
I went really fast this time.
You did. It was a quick version of it.
I like to change it up.
I like that about you.
Yeah.
When you change. It's my favorite.
Here's a list of things, Adam, I'd like you to
Yeah,
change.
in fact, for the next episode, change
Yeah.
these things. You can find our Patreon page by going to our website, gazetothed.com, and clicking on that donate button. So thank you again, Haley, and to all of our Patreon family members.
Thank you so much. Next up, Patrick, we need to talk about some listener feedback we received on last week's episode.
Yes, please.
For those that don't know, in our feature segment last week, we did a little walk in the park, and we walked around half of World Showcase.
We got very tired.
We got very tired and had to stop in Japan.
Could not continue.
We went from Canada to Japan, and we were like, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Patrick, we heard from Paul.
Uh-oh.
We heard from Paul, who you can find on Instagram at jpaulfinlay. Paul says, I'm with Patrick. World Showcase begins going to the right to Canada, not the left to Mexico. This is especially true during Food and Wine. Canada is where the Food and Wine Festival starts with Le Cellier's wild mushroom beef filet mignon with Merlot. Mexico is where Food and Wine dies with tequila swilling drunk frat boys.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Paul, I disagree, respectfully. I don't know why you're so down on drunk frat boys,
I mean,
quite frankly.
don't you want to end your night with a drunk frat boy, though?
Well, yeah, but you don't think they're going to be in
Okay.
Canada, too? They're in Canada, too.
But they're not drunk and ready in Canada. They still have the capacity to be like, nah, brah.
No, I'm saying, like, they're either way you go.
Not that you should take advantage of a drunk frat boy. Just
No.
FYI.
I mean, consent is important.
but if they want to take advantage of you, let it happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul, you have a point. but I'm still going to start in Mexico, as is listener Callie, who you can find on Instagram at C Miners. Callie says, I'm with Adam. World Showcase starts in Mexico.
Callie, I thought we were friends. Clearly, you're wrong.
I need that marg immediately.
I understand that. I just like to save it for the end.
No.
It's like a climax.
No, bro.
Okay.
See, I'm already a frat. I'm already a frat.
Tequila, swilling, drunk, frat boy.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I've got some news for you, Adam, because Damien also writes in from Instagram, Damien Daz, saying, I totally agree with Patrick that starting out with Canada gets you less drunk, which is why I always start with Mexico. Wait a minute.
He did a swap.
Wait a minute. However, this last trip, we jumped around a bit because of fast passes and reservations and whatnot. However, by the time we did get to Canada, I wasn't really ready for a beer. I did find in the back of the gift shop, they sell an apple wine, and it was delicious.
Apple wine in Canada.
Well,
that seems entirely appropriate, does it not?
Yeah, it really does.
I'm going to go to Canada and get a sensible apple wine.
Well, they're very sensible in Canada.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, well, so now you, Adam, can start in Canada without a beer.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to start with wine.
Oh my goodness, you're so hard to please.
Do you know what I like to start with?
Hard drugs?
A margarita. How dare you?
Oh.
I would never do drugs in World Showcase.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of drugs.
All right.
Where do you get the drugs in World Showcase? Which country in World Showcase?
This seems like a trap.
Is most likely to give you drugs.
The United States, obviously. Let's be very clear about that.
You don't know what they put in that pork butt at Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
It's true. Our drugs are stuffed with sawdust.
It's like meth, just a sprinkling of meth, and some Oxycontin plugged right in there.
Nothing's funnier than drug problems, Adam.
Oh, our country's messed up.
Oh, boy.
We are messed up.
Oh, drugs. Okay, moving on. Speaking of drugs, Trevor writes in. Trevor writes in from Instagram at Trevor Roleg saying, I just finished your walk around the park segment and I actually think the kakugori from the Japan pavilion was quite soft. Well, that's a disappointment.
That is really revealing.
You know what I mean?
Soft kakagori.
I mean, I've had those rock-hard snow cones Adam was talking about, and they're definitely nothing like those. My boyfriend got his with condensed milk on top, and it was a completely different experience than what I had, but it was a lifesaver on my first visit to Epcot. I was dying in the heat. It's definitely a return snack for me, especially on those hot days. The melon flavor was incredible.
I'm glad to hear that because I was very, very concerned last week.
I tried to explain to you that it's not a rock-hard snow cone.
Well, I'm glad. I'm still glad that Trevor wrote in to confirm it.
I'm glad that you listened to other people and not to your friend Patrick.
Yeah.
Friend is a strong word.
It's a strong word.
To your person sitting across from you, Patrick.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you, Trevor, for that information. I actually really want to try it now on my next trip.
You should try it. It's very delicious.
Well, I'm going to because Trevor said I should.
Well, thank you for writing in, Trevor and Damien, and you're wrong, Callie.
I wouldn't say that to a listener. She just turned off the podcast.
She knows what she did. And you're correct, Paul. Thank you for writing in, Paul. Callie, get out of here.
Patrick, we also received an update on Tweedle-D Jeff's engagement plans.
We sure did.
For those of you that don't know, in episode 69, we did a questions and Peter Panzer segment, and Jeff asked us questions about his upcoming engagement in Animal Kingdom that he was planning.
It's true, and we gave him medium to okay advice.
Well, you don't want to oversell it, you know?
It's true.
Because that way if it had gone sour, then,
It's all gone sour.
What's that from?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why would I not?
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't pick that up from your performance. It was incredible.
Thank you so much.
Is that Judas? Is that you, Judas?
Listen.
Is it Judas who sings it in the musical?
I can't remember these things, Adam. I just know the notes.
All right.
Those beautiful notes.
Well, Jeff wrote in to give us an update on his engagement. You can find Jeff on Instagram at Disney Parks Teacher. This is quite the tome he sent.
Jeff wrote us a book.
Yeah.
A beautiful book.
A beautiful book.
That we were happy to share with all of you because it is such an exciting story.
Are we going to pass this back and forth? Is that how this is going to work? Or am I just reading this whole thing?
We're going to pass Jeff back and forth.
Okay.
Yep.
That doesn't sound right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff says,
yes,
as promised, here's the full update. Monday was the big day I proposed in Animal Kingdom because it's always been my favorite and it's where I was a cast member, so it's really close to my heart. Also, Will, my fiance, spoiler alert, oh my God, how fun is that to say? So
Aww.
now you all know. Now you all know. This fiance is pretty private and wouldn't have wanted somewhere where we'd be surrounded by people, which is hard to do in the Magic Kingdom unless you're feeling a proposal in the caves of Tom Sawyer Island, which I was not, LOL.
Fair enough.
Those caves can be quite romantic, though.
Well, can they?
We've never been, so we don't know.
It's just a big island of toilet. That's all it is. Jeff goes on to say, I proposed to him with a watch, which I was excited for, but it's also pretty big. So all day I was anxious about my backpack because it was heavier than normal, and I didn't want him to know something was up. I loaded the bag with hoodies in case we get cold. It was 85 degrees all day.
What a ruse.
Oh, no. And an umbrella in case it rains. Not a drop. To throw him off. Then, when we walked through security, I asked him to go buy me a water bottle so he wouldn't be next to me when they checked my bag. Now, here's the thing, Jeff. If you had said that to me, I would have been like, get your own water.
Oh, yeah.
No, sir.
That is so loving of you, Patrick.
Yeah, I would have ruined that engagement immediately.
Just so all of our listeners know, Dan, Patrick's husband, is incredibly dehydrated. Patrick has not once picked up a water for him.
Never. Won't do it. Not for him, not for anybody.
Jeff says, we had a pretty full day there, and my plan was to propose during the quote-unquote golden hour when the light would be really nice right before sunset. I have a friend who lives in Orlando and who works in advertising, so he has access to really nice photography equipment. I set it up with him ahead of time for him to be in the park so that he could be at the spot to take photos of the big moment.
So thoughtful.
So thoughtful.
Jeff goes on to say, right as I was about to start heading us over there, Will goes, let's check out Primeval World to see what the line is like.
Uh-oh.
Why would you ever go to that ride?
Are you sure you want to marry this guy, Jeff?
Have some second thoughts. I don't know. He wanted to wait for it. Most excruciating 40 minutes of my life. I was nervous we were going to miss our window for the light to be right. We get off the ride, and I told him I really wanted to get these pics before sundown, so we ran. LOL. I made him run to his own proposal, but it was totally worth it.
That's cute.
I know.
That's cute. We got there. I pulled out the watch, got down on one knee. I asked him to marry me, and he said yes.
Hooray!
So sweet. So then we became officially engaged. That's how it works. To thank my friend for all of his help and to celebrate the moment, we tried to take him for a drink at Nomad Lounge, but he insisted on paying for us. Let me just jump in here really quickly, Patrick. This is such a thing. You just have to let people pay for you, right? Like once you become engaged, you're like, you've got this, right?
Yeah.
That's like your right as a newly engaged person to be like, you're paying for this. Isn't that how it works?
I guess so. I don't know
Okay.
if that's the case.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to continue.
Great.
Jeff says, then Will and I went to Tiffin's per your recommendation, Adam. It was so perfect. I'm so glad you recommended that we keep that reservation. The meal was amazing, and our waiter, Matt, was just incredible. Partway through the meal, they brought us matching Mickey tuxedo ears that read Happily Ever After on them. And then, when they went to bring out the check, we found out that a group of anonymous folks who were there in the restaurant had paid for us to congratulate us. It was so kind, and it still brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it.
That's amazing.
That's so sweet.
The kindness of strangers astounds me sometimes.
But I think when you walk into a restaurant saying, we just got engaged, again, it's like, you're paying for this, right?
You're asking people to do it for you.
I bet Jeff stopped at every table and was like, you've got this, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to cover this, right?
What can I order?
Yeah.
What's your budge?
Yeah, what's your budge?
Jeff goes on to say, and then, per Patrick's request, hey, that's me, we headed over to Enchanted Rose. It was so romantic and so beautiful. The bartender gave us a complimentary glass of champagne. We just sat and had a couple of drinks and reveled in the moment. It truly was a perfect night. I really can't thank you enough for your kindness and excitement for me. I'm so glad I took your suggestions. Tiffin's and Enchanted Rose are now our place, and there'll be a special forever because of that.
Oh, Jeff.
I mean, now you wouldn't make me cry a little bit.
Congratulations, Jeff and Will. Thank you so much for updating us on the engagement. What's next now? The wedding.
It's true.
Do we need to plan their wedding?
Yeah, Jeff, what do you need from us?
Gays do the wedding.
Because here's a list of things we need from you
Great.
during your wedding.
Great. We're opening up a side hustle.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of things from you, Jeff.
Let's plan their wedding on the podcast.
We are inviting ourselves to plan your wedding, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we will be your ministers and your maids of honor. Dishonor for one of us. You know who. You know who. It's me.
Because you like to start in Canada.
Dishonor, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Thank you, Jeff, for sending us that update. We really, really appreciate it.
Speaking of engagements, Adam, what do you say we engage in some news?
Oh my God. I got so excited there for a second. I thought it was happening. I thought it was going to happen.
I will only propose that you leave immediately after we're done recording.
That works out great for me.
He said yes.
Last week, Walt Disney World announced that Magic Kingdom's park icon Cinderella Castle would be getting a bit of work done to celebrate the 70th anniversary of Disney's animated masterpiece Cinderella and to make her so fresh for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary.
She's getting snatched.
Just a little nip and a tuck, a pullback underneath that wig.
I like it.
According to the image posted on Disney Parks blog, the turrets will receive gold enhancements. The roofing will be painted a deeper shade of blue, and the upper portion of the castle will be painted with the blushiest shade of pink. Just a soupçon of pink.
Ooh.
Upstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Boob job.
Will the carpets match the drapes?
Will the carpets match the drapes? That's an excellent question, Patrick.
Thank you.
According to the blog post by Vice President of Magic Kingdom Park Jason Kirk, work on the castle will begin soon and last through the summer. Although I think they've already drained the moat around Cinderella Castle.
I know that feeling.
You do?
Yeah.
You had your moat drained?
Every day.
Oh.
Got to keep it right, Adam.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
You never know what's going to happen.
I recommend you see a doctor immediately.
Okay.
However, the work will not impede performances of Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair or Happily Ever After.
Interesting.
I know a lot of people were commenting on the blog post that they were very nervous that like their view of Cinderella Castle would be obstructed.
They would never.
But how are they going to do this? Are they just going to send painters over the ledge with buckets and just say, paint it gold, please?
Tinkerbell's going to do it.
Oh, that's a great option.
Obviously. Every time she flies out of the castle, she just drops one more bucket of paint on it.
That's good. That's good. I feel sorry for the people below her. Or maybe not. They're going to look fabulous.
It's true. Dusted in pink.
Oh.
Earlier this year, we reported that Disney purchased Lighthouse Point on the island of Eleuthera to be used as a new stop on the Disney Cruise Line, much like Castaway Cay. As part of the purchase, they entered into an agreement with the government of the Bahamas to use responsible practices in the development of the land. As part of the agreement, Disney Cruise Line has recently committed more than $1 million over 3 years to help small businesses get involved in projects in Central and South Eleuthera, including developing Disney's Lighthouse Point. A quote from Jeff Volley, president of Disney Cruise Line, "Our organizations are coming together with the goal of empowering entrepreneurs and small businesses in Eleuthera and maximizing their economy opportunities for the long run." A new location will be built on the island, offering space for group and individual programs offered by both the Chamber of Commerce and Access Accelerator Small Business Development Center. The space will include internet, shared workspace, meeting rooms, and phone service for startups and small businesses. Construction at Lighthouse Point will begin following an environmental impact assessment and environmental management plan, both of which must be approved by the government of the Bahamas. To view plans for Lighthouse Point, you can head over to their newly launched website, lighthousepointbahamas.com.
Did you know that Joe Rohde asked me to live in the lighthouse and be the lighthouse's keeper?
He did?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm going to grow one of those old seaman beards.
Yeah, I like a good seaman beard.
I know you do.
You know what I mean?
I know you do. Disney and Pixar's Onward opens domestically on Friday, March 6th. But more importantly, our spoiler-free review will be delivered to your ears on Monday, March 9th. But less importantly, the teenage elf brothers from the film, Ian and Barley Lightfoot, will soon be available for guests to meet in Disney California Adventure.
Adorable.
So cute. They look so cute.
Will Tom Holland be in one of the costumes? Not that they're costumes, they're the real characters.
Yeah, but why would they spoil that? Tom Holland, everything.
I kind of like knowing that it might be him underneath that suit.
Oh, I feel so sorry for the cast member who's actually in that costume then.
I'm into it.
The Bros will be making their debut as part of the Disneyland After Dark Pixar Night on Thursday, March 5th, and will be available daily for the general public to meet at DCA's Pixar Pier on March 6th. I mean, either one. It could be Tom Holland. It could be Chris Pratt in the other one.
They're both available daily in my imagination.
They are kind of straight out of central casting for like a lot of the porns that you can watch online. The two of them as a couple. It's very like...
I would never work again. Ever. Hey, Adam, do you smell that?
You know, you can say like, excuse me when that happens, Patrick.
No, Adam.
What?
No, it's the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival right around the corner.
Oh, that's not what I smelled.
Oh, that was maybe a incorrect turn of phrase then that I... What an unhappy happenstance.
It was not flowery.
Okay, well, the International Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot is blooming this March 4th through June 1st, 2020, and a few new announcements have been made in regards to this event.
Don't do that, Patrick. How dare you?
New performers have been added to the Garden Rocks series. And here's a list of people that I don't know who they are.
I love when we do these lists.
Okay. Peebo Bryson will be on stage. I know who Peebo Bryson is, by the way.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, not so much. He will be on stage March 4th and 5th. Mark Wills performs March 20th through the 23rd. Atlantic Star will be there April 12th and 13th. High Valley will perform April 17th and 18th. Adam, your face is hilarious right now. I'm going to keep going, though. Don McLean will take the stage May 1st and 2nd. Oh, thumbs up from Adam.
I know who Don is.
Casting Crowns, not to be confused with Counting Crows, will be on stage May 3rd and 4th. Thelma Houston on May 8th and 9th. Oh, you know some of these people.
Disco diva Thelma Houston.
From Thelma and Louise?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Got it. The Allman Betts Band will be there May 10th and 11th. Mike Del Giudice? Is he related to Teresa Giudice or Giudice? Is that her name? I don't know.
Is that how you even say her name?
Yeah, well, listen.
The hairline on that woman, I can't get over it.
It's upsetting. But Mike will be there May 19th and 20th. I call him Mike.
Yeah, you're so close.
Mm-hmm. Claudia Leite will be there on May 22nd and 23rd. Daughtry on May 24th and 25th.
Okay,
and, of course, Adam, Crowder will be there on May 29th and 30th. I could not be less excited about these acts.
Wow. I mean, usually I know quite a few of the performers, but this time it was like maybe 3 or 4.
That is 2 or 3 more than I knew.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Good job, Epcot.
Yeah.
Way to bring in the talent. Maybe they're amazing, and we're just old.
Or too young, maybe.
That's what it is.
We don't know who these people are. We're too young.
That's what it is. So, moving on to some pass holder exclusives for the festival. 2 new magnets will be available. Donald Duck and Spike the Bee will be there March 4th through April 19th. And Orange Bird will make his magnet debut April 20th through June 1st. Both magnets will be available at Mouse Gear. Moving on, new pass holder t-shirts and pins will also be available. I've got my eye on the Figment shirt this year. It's white and sort of an olive color with Figment on it, and it invites you to dream green. It's adorable, I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right, you're not into it. That's fine. Pass holders will get 20% off the festival merchandise. And speaking of discounts, pass holders will also get a 10% discount on Eat to the Beat dining packages, which will get you premium seating to that evening's concert. And pass holders will get a 15% discount on Behind the Seeds tour and the Gardens of the World tour.
I would take advantage of that dining package. You can see Croter, people.
Oh, man.
Croter.
Front row to Croter. You can see so much Croter from those front row seats. Oh, that makes you want to barf.
I like a nice clam Croter. Have you ever had a clam Croter?
Oh, boy. Moving on, Adam. Back this year is the Orange Bird Sipper, and new this year is an Orange Bird Minnie Mouse earband. It's actually pretty cute. Also new this year is a Spike the Bee Sipper available at the Honey Bistro, which will contain the Honey Peach Freeze, a fan favorite. And I have to say, it is beautiful.
Oh, how dare you again.
I mean, when you got it, you got it.
When are we going to get an Anita Bryant sipper?
Wow.
When is that going to be released?
I think that was next in line, but...
Can you imagine a bunch of gays walking around World Showcase sipping out of their Anita Bryant sipper?
I'm imagining it right now, and it's fantastic.
We get the last laugh.
So Spike the Bee will also be returning this year as part of the Spike's Pollination Exploration Scavenger Hunt. Maps can be purchased at Mouse Gear, World Traveler, and select festival markets.
They are really leaning into that Spike the Bee, huh?
He is a fan favorite.
He's so cute.
He is adorable.
And a great foil for Donald Duck.
It's true.
Sadly, I'm allergic to bees.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to need an EpiPen. Let's just stay in Epcot, Patrick.
Yes, please.
Because Walt Disney World has confirmed that as part of the park's dramatic, multi-year, future world-focused transformation, Epcot will henceforth be called Epcot.
What?
That's Epcot, all caps now, folks.
They're going back to the caps.
They're going back to the caps, which is great for me because predictive text in my phone just automatically puts it in all caps.
Oh, your phone is as old as you are.
No,
nothing's as old as you are, Adam.
No. The change is a nod to the park's original name, Epcot Center, with Epcot as an acronym for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Epcot's first name change came in 1994 when Epcot embraced the lowercase Pcot, dropped the center, and became Epcot 94. The following year, Epcot 94 became Epcot 95. And the following year, they were like, okay, we got to stop this. And Epcot dropped the association with years altogether.
That's a lot of rebranding.
It's a lot of rebranding for a park that has struggled to find its way over the years.
It's confused. It's confused, much like my sexuality in 7th grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you really confused?
I mean,
You
I knew what I
knew.
wanted,
Yes.
but what I had was very different than what I wanted.
You had nothing.
I had women, Adam.
In 7th grade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I kissed a girl, and I liked it, but not very much. Comedy witch Melissa McCarthy has officially confirmed that she will be playing the diva of the Siva, everyone's favorite sea witch, Ursula, in the upcoming live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. Stop shaking your head, Adam.
Tonight is painful. Tonight is painful.
Because I'm so clever.
That is the most positive spin you could possibly put on it.
Wow. So Melissa McCarthy recently appeared on The Ellen Show and had this to say about her experience so far. We're just in rehearsals. It's been an absolute blast. Stepping into the world of Rob Marshall, it's like a fever dream. I just went to London for a week. All day, he's like, do you want to slide down this 40-foot clamshell? I'm like, yes, of course I do. It's been wildly creative. Same, Melissa. Same.
That's just like your daily work.
That's a Tuesday for me, sliding down a 40-foot clamshell. Melissa joins a very exciting and thank the heavens and the seas diverse cast alongside Halle Bailey as Ariel, Jonah Hauer-King as Prince Eric, Jacob Tremblay as Flounder, Aquafina as Scuttle, Javier Bardem as King Daddy Triton, and David Diggs as Sebastian. No official word yet on who will play Grimsby, Chef Louis, or Ariel's sisters, characters, but it has been confirmed that they will all be in the movie as well as Max the dog. The Little Mermaid is currently in pre-production, but no word yet on a release date.
Finally. She's finally confirmed it.
It's true. Are you happy with this casting choice?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little hurt that it wasn't me, but if it wasn't me,
it must be Melissa McCarthy.
It might as well be Melissa McCarthy.
You guys will play sisters someday in the remake of White Christmas.
Patrick.
Yes, Adam.
It's time that you and I share a Fab Five list that is so on brand for this podcast, it hurts.
Whatever can you mean, Adam?
It is the most Gays Do the D Fab Five-iest list of all the Fab Five lists we've ever done, probably up until this point.
Yeah, you're right.
We are going to list our Fab Five watering holes in Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
That's very on the nose, Adam, for us.
It's a little too pointed, a little too perfect.
It's on the watering hole, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Oh.
And I think this is going to be a fantastic conversation, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay.
Because you and I enjoy a nice cocktail every once in a while in Walt Disney World.
Once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, we've been known in a Disney park to stop off for a moment.
Yeah.
To take a break, to take a load off.
You know, we have fun, Adam.
And throw back a drink or two.
That's the understatement of the century.
It is an understatement for sure.
I think.
But we enjoy us some drinks.
Listen, that's the only way I can have fun with you.
A cocktail, some beer, some wine. And how dare you?
What?
That was so rude of you.
It's the best way I can have fun with you.
Still. It's
no,
still
that's not better?
It's still not better. It's
Okay.
still not great.
That's
no.
fair. That's fair.
No. But it is nice to take a break every once in a while. To
You're
pull
right.
off to a bar or a lounge and have a sip of something a little... A little sip of something.
A little something.
Yeah.
And we're talking about not just grabbing a drink on the go, right? We're talking about where we love to just sort of sit and hang for a spell.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Right?
Yeah, because you need to do that as an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. At a Disney park, you need to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Pull yourself out of all the craziness, all of the people, all of the hullabaloo.
The hullabaloo.
And sit and have a nice drink and take a load off because, gosh darn it, you're still on vacation.
It's true.
It can't all be go, go, go. Sometimes you got to say, let's take a moment. Let's take a pause and imbibe.
You know, as Nala once said, the watering hole. What's so great about the watering hole? Nala, we're about to tell you.
We're about to tell you what's so great about the watering hole.
Exactly
and
what's
specifically
great.
10 watering holes.
10 watering holes.
Probably not, because we're definitely going to cross over. Don't you think?
I think, here's my prediction.
Yeah.
One time.
Oh, you think so?
One crossover.
At the same time, or do you think we're going to have the same...
I predict the same time.
Okay.
But who can say?
Wow. We're getting really excited about this.
I know.
And our listeners are definitely like, hey, how about you just get to listing where we can get drunk?
Why don't you include us? Because we pay your way through this ordeal of a show.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, who wants to kick us off into the Fab Five watering hole episode?
You list your first hole.
Oh, I never thought you'd ask. My first hole, Adam,
Oh, I don't feel so good now.
is an old hole. It's called the Tune-In Lounge.
The Tune-In Lounge.
The Tune-In Lounge is located in Hollywood Studios, of course. It is connected to the 50s Primetime Cafe, and this is a great place to get out of the sun for a bit or to wait for your reservation at the Primetime Cafe. And I'll have to tell you, if Judy is working the bar, you're in for a real treat.
Judy.
Judy's amazing. She's amazing. Ask for her. She may be there, and she's incredible.
Okay.
And a friend told me that she makes a mean Manhattan.
Oh.
A friend told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real mean. You won't remember much the next day. So speaking of, they do have a full bar at the Tune-In Lounge and a few specialty cocktails like the Maui Wowie, which is a rum drink with peach schnapps and pineapple juice, and it comes with a glow cube, one of my favorite things. I haven't had it, but I do love glow cubes. So
Right.
They also have the Patron Platinum Margarita. Apparently, that's also very delicious.
Sounds great to me.
I haven't had any of their specialty drinks, actually, but I have used their full bar, Adam. You know,
to lay on.
just to fall asleep on. You can also order food here. They keep flip-flopping between serving the full menu from the Primetime Cafe and a pared-down menu, so it's anyone's guess what they are doing now. I had the crab cakes the last time I was there, and they're super yummy. And if you're not a drinker, they also have amazing shakes available. I fully recommend the peanut butter and jelly shake. It's enormous, so you will want to share it with a friend. Or, you know what? Just go for it. Just get into it.
I didn't share mine.
Fair enough.
And you know what? If I have enough drinks at a bar, I'll shake for you. So you can have a shake to drink and a shake to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Must be jelly because jam don't shake.
I love the Tune-In Lounge.
It's so great. It's so great. And you can always get a drink there to go if it's too busy. Mm-hmm. It is often too busy. It's kind of a smaller
it is.
bar.
Yeah.
They only seat about as many people as can fit in the bar. Otherwise, they're like, you know what, you got to get out of here because it's too crowded.
Yeah.
But you can get a drink to go, which is nice.
Yeah, I've actually never been lucky enough to be able to grab a seat at the bar.
Oh, no.
I've always had to just walk up and grab my cocktail and then head back out.
Yeah, it fits about 20 people or so, wouldn't you say?
And sometimes it's a little rough. I mean, it's always crowded because there's always spillover for people waiting for their tables for Primetime Cafe.
Yeah.
And they're hanging out in there too, although they may not be drinking.
Which is rude. You should be drinking.
If you're in a bar, you should be drinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would avoid going there like right at noon or right at like 6 o'clock because it's going to be pretty busy.
Yeah.
But once you are there and if you are lucky enough to get a seat, it is a delight. Sometimes there are some of the citizens of Hollywood that come in there and do little shows for you.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love a 50s theme and style, so I'm at home in this bar. So that is my number 5 hole, Adam.
Watering hole.
Oh, the watering hole.
I can't keep saying hole. It's really going to put me off my coffee that I'm drinking.
It's going to put me on a lot of things.
By the way, why are we drinking coffee? We should be having full-on cocktails. This is the most appropriate episode for us to be drinking while we're recording.
Do you want me to pour you a glass of wine?
No, it's okay.
Okay, fair enough.
It's okay. You could have offered it earlier, but now it's too late.
No, it is too late.
Patrick, it's 7:41 on a Friday night. We can't be drinking.
Just say yes if you want a glass of wine, Adam.
No, I'm great.
Okay, good. Good. I didn't really want to get up anyways.
Speaking of wine, my number 5 Fab Five watering hole is Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar in the Italian Pavilion in Epcot.
I'm surprised it's only number 5.
Yeah. Well, there's so many great bars and lounges.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to make some cuts and I had to jostle some things around. So this one landed at number 5. It opened in 2012, which shocked me. It seems like it's been there forever.
Yeah, you're right.
Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar has 200 bottles of Italian wines. Patrick, you've been through most of those, haven't you? You're like at 175, aren't you?
175.
What's that from?
It's from Legally Blonde.
Oh, okay. But is that right? You've had 175 of
176, Adam.
in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Plus there's beer and a small plates menu of meats, cheeses, panini, pasta, and desserts. And I believe you can order everything off the menu from Tutto Gusto right next door.
You can. I had the lasagna, and it is fantastic.
So this is a great location because there's not much going on in the Italy Pavilion other than food, for me anyway, and booze.
Yeah.
And this combines them both in one location.
Yeah, it's true.
Plus, it's a great location to get out of the sun. It's a cool environment. It's a dark environment, which is just so needed on those really hot summer days in the parks.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty big, too, in there.
It is really big. Lots of tables and lots of opportunity for you to get in there, even when it's a crowded day in the park.
Good point.
And I don't think this is something that's really on a lot of people's radars necessarily. I've never had a problem getting in, even on a very crowded day.
A lot of people don't realize it's there because they're just going over to Via Napoli or to the main restaurant there that's connected to Tutto Gusto.
They do have a full bar there. I've sat at the bar. many times, and it's always been so relaxing, and it's great to strike up a conversation with the bartenders who may or may not be attractive. They usually are attractive.
It's true.
And whether you start at Canada like a creep or whether you start at Mexico like a golden god, it's right at that halfway point, where your feet might be kind of tired and so you want to take a break. So head in to Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar and grab yourself a cocktail and some food.
Wow.
I said it.
You did.
We're never going to meet in the middle. I mean, we will, because you're starting at Canada and I'm starting in Mexico.
We will literally meet in the middle.
Yeah, but as far as like where to start, we'll never meet.
We won't though, because you will be so dragged down by the margarita in Mexico.
I won't. I will be enlightened. I will be lifted up.
You will be asleep in Norway.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't. So that's my number 5 choice, Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar.
Good decision, Adam.
It is a good decision. Thank you.
Well, let's move on to our number 4 watering holes, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying in Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
At the Baseline Tap House.
Yeah, this is a good choice.
I love this place. As I said, it's located in Hollywood Studios, right down the road from the Sci-Fi Dine-In. Baseline Tap House is meant to be a modern-day downtown LA pub. The interior of the bar pays homage to the Figueroa Printing Company, which was a little mom-and-pop printing house that once had a partnership with the Disney Studios. It's super cute inside with a big, beautiful wooden bar and some bar-style seating. The majority of their drink menu includes an extensive selection of Californian craft ales, lagers, and ciders, and a few Californian wines. They also have a couple of specialty cocktails on tap, the Californian Sunset, which is Absolute Berry Acai Vodka, Southern Comfort, orange juice, sweet and sour, and pomegranate juice, and the Exotic Margarita, which is a Patron Silver Tequila, Midori, Yuzu, and fresh lime juice. They also have a super nice snack menu with just 4 items, but they're all really tasty. They have the spiced almonds, which are delicious. Have you had those?
I haven't had the spiced almonds there.
Oh, so good. So good. They have a Californian cheese and charcuterie plate, a coffee-rubbed ribeye steak puff with olive salad, and an enormous Bavarian pretzel with beer cheese fondue and spicy mustard.
It's so big.
It's enormous.
Yeah, it's very shareable.
It's literally for 6 people, basically. And one of the best parts of the bar is the outside patio, which has quite a bit of seating, most of which is under these huge umbrellas, so you're both shaded and out of the rain if it's raining or if it's sunny, and it offers you some really nice people watching, judging, and catcalling as you down some frosty beers.
This is one of Matthew's favorite locations.
I had a feeling it would be.
He loves a beer.
Yeah, he loves a craft beer.
He certainly does. So he loves to stop here. And I love to stop here to sit on that beautiful patio.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and enjoy the charcuterie board.
So good.
Yeah, and just kind of take a break, and it's a great location.
It's really relaxing because Hollywood Studios can be sort of hustle and bustle and not a lot of relaxation involved. And this is a really nice respite.
Yeah, I agree.
So that is my number 4 hole.
That's a great hole.
Thank you so much, Adam.
I never, ever need to say that to you again.
Well, you're going to probably say it 3 more times.
And I know you've never heard that, too. So
From anybody.
Your first time hearing that ever. My number 4 watering hole is, you guessed it, my very first stop in Epcot when I'm tooling around World Showcase. It is La Cava del Tequila in the Mexico Pavilion in Epcot. It joined the Mexico Pavilion in the fall of 2009. Again, another one where I'm like, is this not always just been there?
That's fascinating.
But apparently not. 2009 is when it opened.
Huh.
La Cava del Tequila has over 200 tequilas, top shelf cocktails, Mexican beer, and wine, but they're known most for their margaritas. I've had several of their margaritas. Usually, I just order a classic margarita, and then I tell the server to make it extra tequila-y.
Great.
And they usually like wink at me and they're like, we got you covered.
Aww.
And then I stumble out of there and enjoy the rest of my day. So normally I go classic, but I have had some of their specialty margaritas, including the Maelstrom, which is tequila blanco, mango puree, habanero peppers, blueberries, and basil, served on the rocks with Tajin chili powder rim.
I think that's Amanda's favorite too, isn't it?
She also had that, yes, and we both enjoyed it. I have had the blood orange, which is tequila tequila, orange liqueur, and earthy sweet tart mix of blood orange juice topped with wild berry foam, served on the rocks with Tajin chili powder rim.
Yes.
So delicious. But if you're a trash person, you can order the La Cava Avocado.
Are you pointing at me for that
I'm pointing
one?
directly at you. It is tequila, Evian Blanco, melon liqueur, fresh avocado, agave nectar, and fresh lime juice served frozen with hibiscus salt rim.
No, you can also get it not frozen, though.
Either way, it's disgusting.
No, it's so good.
I don't care for this.
Oh, get out of town.
I want to care for it. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people really love it.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging you if you do, except I
Fair.
am judging you if you do. But I don't need my margaritas creamy.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay.
Ugh.
I think it's delicious.
Save that avocado, put it on some nachos, and then we're talking.
Wow. Okay. I was going to agree with you that the Maelstrom one is delicious, but
Yeah.
now I think it's only for whores.
You can also get flights of tequila here. So if you're not flying enough after a margarita, you can also get a flight. They also do have some food. They have chips and salsa, queso, guac, and a trio combo, which is the perfect combination of guacamole, cheese dip, and salsa, and it's served with tortilla chips.
That sounds delicious.
I highly recommend getting some nosh if you possibly can grab a table. It's a small location, as we all know, but you're going to need it to soak up some of that tequila.
I've never had food there.
Oh, really?
I've never had a table there.
Oh.
I only get it to go usually.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually my MO too, especially when I'm starting out there because I want to hit the World Showcase. But it's nice to be able to grab a table there and just take a moment and have some chips and salsa and that delicious margarita.
I don't know if they sell it there, but just outside in the stands, they have the Winnie the Pooh margarita.
Oh.
Which is sort of a hidden menu item.
Uh-huh.
It's a mix between the mango and the strawberry frozen margaritas, I believe. And so when they prepare it, it looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Also, if you drink enough of them, you will lose your pants, much like Winnie the Pooh.
Fair enough.
That is why it is called the Winnie the Pooh margarita.
And you may reach your hand right inside of a beehive.
Okay.
I can't remember again doing it, but
Yeah. Again, where's my EpiPen?
so drunk.
Where is my EpiPen?
Well, that's an excellent choice, Adam.
It is. I love La Cava. I know everyone loves La Cava.
Yeah, it's kind of a basic girl place to go, but you know what? I endorse it fully. Speaking of basic girl places to go, my number 3, I'll tell you what, is the most basic of all places, but I love it.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is?
Chili's? Is it Chili's?
It's Old Chicago. No, it is Trader Sam's Grog Grotto.
I thought this might make your list.
It did make my list for many reasons. So Trader Sam's Grog Grotto is located in the Polynesian Resort, so it's not in any of the parks. And this is one of those, I would say, must-dos at least once while you are in Disney. It's definitely an experience. So if you're looking for a quiet getaway with your babe, then this is not the place for you.
Yeah, don't go here.
No, not at all. You are part of a community when you go to this bar. So Trader Sam's is named after the legendary head salesman at the end of the Jungle Cruise in the Magic Kingdom. The bar is sort of an extension of that ride, full of ancient treasures and artifacts and lots of puns. The menu is stacked with specialty drinks that, once ordered, ignite a series of events that can change the environment of the room. Most of the drinks are, of course, Polynesian tiki bar themed, which means there's a lot of rum involved. And of course, many of the drinks have an option to purchase the souvenir glass that they come in. A few of my favorites are the Shrunken Zombie Head, which has Gosling's 151 Black Seal Rum, Appleton Estate Reserve Rum, Bacardi 8-Year Rum, Tropical Juices, and Cinnamon. And I love the Spiced Island, which has Knob Creek Single Barrel Reserve Bourbon, St. Elizabeth All-Strite Dram, and pineapple juice. It's super, super good.
St. Elizabeth, patron saint of
Allspice Dram.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
They also have some yummy appetizers like the Hawaiian poke and the roasted chicken and pork pate banh mi sliders. You can also get wine, beer, and cider, and they have a full bar if you want to order off menu. It's a super fun environment. You never know what's going to happen next. It's hard not to stay all night long, which makes it very dangerous. There's also a fairly long wait to get in usually, so it's not very big, and they actually like to keep the attendance to how many seats they have in the bar, so there's not much standing room available while you're in there, which is kind of nice because it's not hard to get a drink once you get in the bar. There's also a side patio, which you can order all of the same drinks and foods, but when you order a drink on the patio, you just get the drink with no magical moments happening, but you can get the souvenir glass on the patio as well. So this place has a very special place in my heart because it's when I first really got to extensively get to know Dave and Nick from Canada and the rest of my new Canadian family, Jen, Julie, Cody, and Mike. We all became super close, fast friends, and Nick and Dave were so generous that night. I had just missed the last of the limited edition Hatbox Ghost souvenir glasses that they have there, and they had just purchased 2 of them, and they gave me one of theirs.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Those guys are generous as the day is long. I'll tell you what, they raised them right in Canada. Or they were so drunk that they didn't know what they were doing. Either way, who can say?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, they befriended you.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
They were very drunk then. Yeah. They were very drunk. So that makes Trader Sam's Grog Grotto my number 3 hole.
Still not good.
It's a friendship hole. It's a friendship hole.
We should tell our listeners, too, there is a Disneyland Trader Sam's as well.
Yes, there is, yeah.
The OG Trader Sam's, which is called Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. And they are very similar experiences.
Exactly.
Did you go to the one in Disneyland when we were there? I can't remember. Did we go?
I was like, you were with me the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Do neither of us remember going if we did go?
I've been, but I think I was with Matthew. I don't think we went when we were there.
No, we for sure did not go.
It's a very similar experience. I believe the one in Disneyland is larger than the one in Walt Disney World, but I could be mistaken about that.
Where is it in Disneyland?
It's in the Disneyland Hotel complex, so it's right by the pool.
Gotcha. We were only there once for breakfast.
That's right.
At Goofy's Kitchen.
I appreciate Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
But it's not for me. Like, I love what they're doing, and I know people really, really love that experience. But for me, it's just a little much. And that's saying a lot because I'm in Disney World or I'm in Disneyland, but there's just too much going on for me. I like to have a little bit more of a quieter kind of bar or lounge experience, but I totally get it. I totally get why it's popular. It's a super fun experience. And if you have not done it, you absolutely must do it when you're in a Disney park.
Yeah, you have to be in the right mindset for this. If you're not looking for a sort of loud environment, then you're not going to have fun here at all. You sort of have to be open to a party, basically.
Yeah.
But I also love it because, like I said, my emotional attachments to it. I've had some amazing evenings there, having super, super fun times with new friends and old friends and partners, and it's just a great time.
I'm definitely more apt to enjoy it in the outdoor patio area in both locations. And I think that's kind of lucky for me because usually the inside can be quite crowded because it is such a popular location.
Yeah. But
I get it. Don't come for me, listeners. But for me, it's just a little too much.
Fair enough. That's why it didn't make your list, and it did make mine.
Well, my number 3 watering hole in our list of Fab Five watering holes is the Lamplight Lounge at Pixar Pier in Disney California Adventure.
Such a good choice.
I know it is, isn't it? The Lamplight Lounge celebrates the creativity, inspiration, and personalities of the artists that bring Pixar tales to life. It opened in 2018 after a retheming. It used to be Ariel's Grotto and Cove Bar. They have a full menu at Lamplight Lounge, including brunch, lunch, and dinner, but they also have many specialty cocktails, beer and wine, and all of their beers and wines celebrate California. Patrick, we visited this location when we visited Disneyland last year.
We visited 1,000 times.
Many, many times. And we both partook of the chicken sandwich.
Oh man, that is a good sandwich.
Which is a crispy chicken breast with spicy chili sauce, vinegar slaw, pineapple butter, pickles, and toasted Amish bun served with malted fries. Amish bun.
I've had some Amish bun. You know?
Jedediah's buns.
Rumspringa.
We also had the lobster nachos. Of course, we had the lobster nachos.
Those are outstanding. We had them twice, I believe.
We certainly did. They are warm lobster with black beans, aged cheddar cheese sauce, pico de gallo, and chipotle crema.
They're meant for about 6 people, but we made them meant for 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I could do... No, I can't. I don't even think I could do
that. Would be a lot. That would be a lot.
Own, but maybe.
We took care of it, though.
We certainly did. We certainly did. And as I said, they do have a full bar. Their specialty cocktails are just okay to me.
They're those sweet cocktails that are just a little too sugary for me.
Yeah, and they do have non-alcoholic cocktails. Like I'm sure many of you have seen the one that has like dry ice at the bottom of it, so it's bubbling.
Right.
You can get it. It's Instagrammable, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's that flavorful or that tasty.
Yeah, they have that secret menu list as well, which I think that might be on the secret menu list, the bubbling one.
No, it's in the regular menu.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But a lot of their secret menu items are things that are carryovers from the Cove Bar. Like things that people really, really loved that they just don't feature anymore.
Got it. That's why they're kind of Little Mermaid themed, aren't they? Interesting.
Like the lobster nachos.
It's true.
You're eating one of Ariel's friends. Remember Larry the Lobster from the movie?
Is that who his name was?
Larry the Lobster.
Larry the Lobster.
Yep.
Inventive.
I usually get, surprise, a vodka soda when I'm here.
It's true.
And when I say a vodka soda, I
Yeah.
mean 2 or 3 vodka sodas.
I appreciate their beer list.
yeah.
They have a lot of, just like the Baseline Tap House, they have a lot of craft California beers there, and they're super delicious.
Another really big selling point for Lamplight Lounge is the location, right? Because you're right on Pixar Pier.
Yes.
They have a beautiful downstairs lounge area and then a walkout pier that has seating on it as well. And it's a fantastic place to take a break and really enjoy the views and some great people watching as well.
We enjoyed sort of all 3 places you can sit, didn't we?
We did. We did the upstairs bar, which is outside, and then we did the lounge area one day for lunch. And then when we met Daniel for cocktails one day and more lobster nachos,
Yes.
we sat on the little pier area.
That's right.
It's a beautiful location, and it's so well themed. It really does celebrate the artists that bring Pixar stories to life. And it's really fun and clever. A lot of winks to Pixar movies and the people who make them.
Very Instagrammable, especially that wall of the Pixar bouncy balls.
The Pixar balls. The balls. This hole has
Fair.
balls. This
Yeah.
hole has balls.
A lot of balls in that hole.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what you're going for when you visit a location like this, our Instagram pics.
Yeah, if it didn't happen on Instagram, it didn't happen at all.
That's the world we live in now.
It's true.
That's the world we live in now. So that's my number 3 choice, Lamplight Lounge in DCA.
Excellent choice, Adam.
Is it so excellenter to you that it's your number 2 choice?
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Excellenter?
Excellenter.
Wow. It is not. In fact, I only stayed in Disney World for my watering holes. I like a good Florida hole. What can I say?
That's so one-sided of you.
I know. It's true. I'm not bi-coastal.
No.
Mm-mm.
You were bi-coastal for a couple of weeks when you were kind of like questioning everything.
Yeah, I tried it out for a minute.
And then you were like, no, I think I'm...
Just like me in 7th grade.
That's kissing all those girls.
Kissing all those California girls. Moved back to the Florida holes. Am I right? Am I right, fellas?
They are swampy.
Oh, boy.
Swampy
Oh,
holes.
boy. Speaking of, moving on to my number 2, I'm talking about The Enchanted Rose.
I also knew this was going to be on your list.
I love it so much.
I haven't been.
I know. You have to go. I think you're going to fall in love with it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I won't ever again. So The Enchanted Rose, as I said, quickly rose to the top of my list of favorite places in general in Disney, I think. It's located in the Grand Floridian Hotel in the space that used to be Meisner's. This bar is themed after the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. It's not overly themed, though. It's a nice, elegant homage to sort of the art direction of the film. There are a few different areas in the Enchanted Rose. The main bar has seating all around, and above the bar is a giant chandelier that is inspired by Belle's ball gown, which I love. It's a really smart way to have a statement piece there that isn't the expected chandelier from the movie.
Chandelier.
You can't swing from this one. It's very decorative.
I bet
instead.
I could figure it out.
You could try it. Yeah, I would want to see you do that for sure. For sure. There's the library room, which features classical Baroque design and furnishings. There's the garden room, which takes inspiration from the forest surrounding the castle. And there is a patio meant to represent the castle's garden terrace. They do have a full bar, but they are known for their specialty cocktails like the Lavender Fog with dry gin, creme de violette, vanilla, cream, and English breakfast tea, and the Island Rose with Kettle One grapefruit and rose lime, pineapple, almond, bitters, and rose water. They also, again, a friend told me this, they make an amazing Manhattan. I may have had a few of them just to make sure that they were as good as I thought that they were.
This is becoming a very Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation you've got going on here.
What do you mean, Adam?
Your friend?
Yeah.
It's you.
No.
Yeah.
It's me. It's been me the whole time. Oh, dear. They have a featured martini menu with a Grand Cosmopolitan, a French Rose, and an espresso martini. And, of course, they have an amazing beer, cider, and wine menu. And, Adam, their food menu is fantastic. So they mostly have small plates, and they are only served, this should be noted, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Not to be missed are the truffle fries, the house-made flatbread with charred broccolini, mushrooms, sausage, ricotta, and tomato confit, and the mini smoked short rib sliders. They are all mouth-wateringly good.
That flatbread sounds like I'm going to be burping for the next 5 hours, and it's not going to be pleasant for anyone who's with me.
It's not going to smell great, but it's going to taste amazing going down.
And coming back up, probably.
Well, maybe for you. Yeah, for sure.
Twofer.
It's a 2-for-1 situation. So this place is at once very romantic, but also just a great place to relax and chat with your friends or whoever you're with. It's, again, very Instagram worthy. The ambiance is relaxing, and the service here is never second best.
I don't get it.
What do you mean?
I don't get that reference.
I don't. What reference, Adam? I'm just. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Am I so clever that I didn't realize?
Oh my God! It's from the movie.
Thank you so much. You have to go here. You are gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it out. I'm not excited to spend as much money as I'm probably going to expend.
That's the thing. It is spendy for sure, but when you're in the Grand Floridian, you sort of expect that to happen. When you're in Disney in general, you sort of expect things to be a little bit more expensive than usual. But I will say, this is a place that, though you are spending more, you are getting more bang for your buck here. Everything is so delicious and precise and perfect. It's amazing.
And what used to be in this space?
Meisner's, Adam.
Oh, Meisner's?
Here's the thing. I did ask the bartenders what it was called, and they all unanimously said they called it Meisner's.
They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing there.
Fair enough.
That's an excellent choice. I'm super excited to try it out in my gold ball gown.
I wish that for you, for sure.
It's going to happen.
Well, Adam, what number 2 is coming out of your watering hole?
You know, we've said some things on this podcast that I've regretted.
Yeah.
That, by far, is the number one thing that has ever come out of your mouth.
We should make a Fab Five list of terrible things that Patrick has said on this episode, frankly.
We could go much higher than 5. How could we make cuts to that list?
It's true.
There's no way. All right. My number 2 watering hole in our list of Fab Five watering holes is Abracadabar at Disney's Boardwalk.
Fascinating.
Did you think this was going to be my number 1?
I absolutely did.
It almost was, if it weren't for the fact that we're usually just there so late at night. And it only opens at 4 p.m. and then it's too late.
Oh.
It's too late.
Oh,
Everything else is fabulous.
Adam's old and tired.
Abracadabar opened in 2016, Patrick. It's only 4 years old.
That I believe because it is so unique.
Well, it shocked me.
Fair enough.
It shocked me. Abracadabar is magic themed.
What?
I'm actually a little nervous to talk about it at all because we've always been able to get a spot in this location, and I feel like a ton of people don't know about it, but just enough people know about it, and I don't really want anyone else knowing about it.
We only have 7 to 8 listeners, Adam, so I think we're fine.
I think we're a little higher on listeners than that. No one go to Abracadabar. It's our place.
Or take us there if you do go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, magic themed. So it's kind of like a cool, kind of mystical location where magical things will happen around you as you enjoy cocktails. And I'm not talking just because you're drinking.
Yeah, that's true.
Things actually happen, like posters magically change, and the wallpaper is themed to magic. There's a magic mirror near the restrooms.
Which freaks me out every time I look in it.
And again, I swear it's not because you're drinking. But speaking of drinking, there are some fantastic drinks you can get here, including the Magic Hatton, which is Hudson Manhattan Rye Whiskey and Antica Carpano Sweet Vermouth.
So good.
There's also the Black Hatton, which we had, which is not on the menu.
It's not. You have to ask for it.
It's like, what, a darker version of the Magic Hatton?
Yeah, it's more of like a black cherry flavor to it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Abracadabar also serves fries, flatbread, and we had duck confit fries when we were there, didn't we?
We did. I think their fry menu changes a lot.
It does. Their menu overall changes a lot, I noticed.
Yes.
Which is a great thing because every time you go back, you can try something new. And I would be remiss if we didn't point out the excellent staff here. We have to give a shout out to Skippy, who I'm not sure is there anymore. He wasn't there the last couple times I was there.
Oh, no.
But Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea's there, and Chelsea is fabulous.
I love Chelsea. And Skippy. Skippy, where are you?
He might still be there. He just may have been off those nights.
Fair enough.
But going back to Chelsea, Chelsea's one of those fantastic cast members where when you walk into the location, even though you haven't been there for like 5 or 6 months, she's like, oh, hey, welcome back. And I'm like, oh, I love you for knowing that I was in here before.
It's true.
Probably because I caused a scene. Quite frankly, that's how she can remember me.
That's true. That's true
That's
as well.
not true. I'm always on my best behavior.
Disagree.
So Abracadabar.
Excellent choice, Adam.
It is an excellent choice. I really love this location. It's right on the boardwalk. It's a great nightcap to a very busy day at Epcot to just stroll into the boardwalk and grab a drink there. And we should mention, although the inside is fabulously themed, they do have outdoor seating as well. It's a very small area. In fact, the bar overall is very small, but it's so quaint and so charming. And as I said, the staff is so fantastic and the drinks are so delicious. Why would you not go here except don't go here because we want to keep it to ourselves?
Charming is the right word for that, both in that it's just delightful and charming, but also it's sort of like mesmerizing and charming.
And despite what I said earlier about, it being open only at 4 p.m. on, and I'm definitely not a night owl, I will always order at least 2 drinks here, regardless of how tired I am, because it's such an enjoyable experience.
That's a good point.
So that's my number 2 choice, Abracadabar on Disney's Boardwalk.
Well done, Adam.
Patrick, are you going to pull a rabbit out of your hat and list Abracadabar as your number 1 choice?
I'm going to pull a rabbit out of a watering hole and list Abracadabar as my number 1 watering hole.
This doesn't surprise me at all.
I love this place so much for all the reasons that you listed, and a little backstory behind the theme of Abracadabar, just to go a little bit deeper, is that it used to be, the story goes, a stomping ground for local magicians and illusionists, and they would gather there to outdo each other with their magic and to drink the night away, and then one night, the bar vanished, Adam.
Oh.
And today, the bar has reappeared for you, untouched and stuck in time.
All this has been verified as true, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Skippy told us.
Yep.
And Chelsea backed it up.
Chelsea backed it up, so you know it's true.
You know it must be true. As you said, the illusions in the bar are such that you sort of don't know that they're happening, but when they do, you're like, wait, did that poster just change on me? What's going on right now? What's that in the wallpaper? It's crazy. You could spend all night and notice different things at every moment while you're in that bar.
It's fabulous.
It's fantastic. And one drink that I want to point out also is Pepper's Ghost, which is super delicious. It has pineapple vodka and habanero lime. And I love the title of it because it is a nod to Pepper's Ghost, which is an actual magic trick that is used in the Haunted Mansion to project all of the ghosts.
And pepper's a fun spice, too, like when you want to add it to things.
Wow.
So that works, too.
You just had to insert something there, didn't you?
I wanted to be heard.
Okay.
I wanted to say something.
We've heard a lot from you, Adam, and none of it has been good. Not one moment of it. As you said, there is a patio, but I have to say, this is a rare instance of a bar where, though they do have a patio, I think you want to sit inside in the main bar because of how detailed and beautiful it is. And then the bartenders will sit and chat with you as well if it's not too busy. I think it's a great ambiance inside, and outside is great too because you're getting sort of the street atmosphere of the boardwalk, but I prefer at that bar specifically to sit inside.
I have found on recent trips that it seems to be getting more and more busy.
I know, I'm mad about it, but I get it. I totally understand.
The very first time I was there, it was literally just like me and Matthew and maybe another couple. And then Patrick, when we were there too, the first time that you went, it was just so quiet in there. And that's how we were able to have a conversation with Skippy and Chelsea. And like, it was fabulous. But the past couple times, it's just been really crowded.
If you happen to be there on a night that it is very quiet, ask them for their off-the-menu cocktails because they are always coming up with new drinks. And it's one of the few bars that they mentioned to us that they are encouraged to come up with their own drinks. So take advantage of that if you're able to. I think my favorite trick in the bar is how quickly I can become intoxicated. It's really special to see.
It's surprising that you're surprised by that each time because
I'm actually drunk before I go to the bar. So that is my number one watering hole, Adam.
It's a fantastic choice for your number one watering hole.
I thought it would be the only one that you would appreciate because you also mentioned it.
I love it. I love Abracadabra. I want to go there right now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right, and we're back.
And we're back. Just like a magic trick.
That was so magical.
So on theme.
Do another trick for us, Adam, and let's end this segment with your number one watering hole.
Do you know what my number one is?
I have no idea, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be the Animal Kingdom bar that we love.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Nomad Lounge?
Nomad Lounge.
It is Nomad Lounge.
Okay, good.
Yes, as Patrick mentioned, it is found in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is right next to Tiffin's Restaurant. It opened in 2016, and this location has amazing specialty cocktails, and I truly mean that. I'm not talking about like super sweet, sugary drinks. I'm talking about the drinks that you can order on the menu are actually going to be tasty and satisfying, and you're going to be able to finish them.
That's a really good point. I don't think any of them are too sweet, which specialty cocktails tend to be.
Yeah. My favorite cocktail is the Hightower Rocks, and it's Casa Dragones Blanco Tequila Watermelon Sweet and Sour and Lime Juice. This is the drink I get every single time I go.
You do.
It is also the drink I get again every single time I go. I get it twice because twice is nice. Nomad Lounge also has a large selection of wines and beers, several of which are from Africa. They also have delicious small plates. The food here is actually very, very good, and their menu just upgraded a bit. They now have chicken Manchurian nomad bowls. They have smoked pork ribs. They have poutine. But what I like to get when I go, and I usually get this every single time, is Tiffin's bread service, which is an assortment of breads that comes with red pepper hummus, spiced coriander yogurt, and ginger pear chutney. We had that when we went, Patrick.
It was so good.
I also love to get the charcuterie board, which is a chef's selection of cured and smoked meats. And then they also have accompaniments to them like little mustards and honeys and great kind of additions you can add to the meats.
Yeah, their dips and sides are so delicious.
So good. I love it. And they just added Impossible sliders, which I highly recommend. They come with a chipotle, aioli, and yuca fries.
Amazing.
And the fries are really good, too. They're actually quite thick, and I'm not a fan of a thick fry, but they're crispy and delicious.
I have so many jokes in my head right now. I won't use them, though.
So why is this my number one location? Aside from the amazing cocktails and the fabulous food, it's just that it's so quiet and it's such a break, especially when you sit on the outside patio area, which is adjacent to the river that runs through Animal Kingdom. There is an indoor location as well, but I've actually never sat on the inside part of it. I've only ever sat on the outside, which has kind of like lounge furniture, like couches and deep set chairs. And it's just so relaxing. You hear the music, you hear the people kind of quietly in Pandora, and you get to enjoy your fabulous food and drinks while you're taking a break.
It's true. You kind of forget you're even in Disney World at all.
Yeah.
Which is strange, but you don't hear the park necessarily. You sort of just hear light ambiance. It's really lovely.
And we all know how giant Animal Kingdom is. It's a lot of walking in that park.
Yes.
So this is a great place to take a break, take a breath, and really kind of reflect on your experience and relax.
Or if you're like Adam and Patrick, it's your first stop when you go into the park at 10 a.m.
Listen, you can rope drop Nomad Lounge.
It's true. You should.
I think it opens at 11:30 a.m. If you want to grab one of those outdoor spots with the couches, you might want to have a lunch there because you can make a lunch out of the small plates that they offer there.
Oh, for sure. Their bread service has actually quite a bit of food, and they will bring you some more bread if you ask for it.
That's true.
Going back to their wine as well, South African wine specifically is, to me, so delicious, and they have a really extensive list of those wines. I think there's one called the Sabika South African wine. It's a red wine. It's so delicious. If it's on the menu still, try it. I love it so much.
Yeah, so that's my number one choice, Nomad Lounge in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
I'm wild for your number one choice, Adam.
You used that joke last week.
It's always fun.
You're so green, you're recycling jokes now.
Look at you. Look at you with the comedy. It's about time. The episode's almost done, and you're finally funny.
Well, Patrick, I wish we had a cocktail for each location we listed.
Can you imagine?
This episode would be a mess. It's already a mess, but can you imagine?
Yeah, it's always been a mess, but I can imagine. I've secretly been drinking nothing but vodka out of this coffee cup here, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, not so secretly now, I guess, but what are you going to do?
You know, we've said this on the podcast before, but we're so fortunate in being able to visit Disney parks as often as we do.
Yes.
And I think one great thing that comes with that is that we're able to take a break from kind of the hustle and bustle of the parks and really explore these kind of smaller locations that maybe don't offer as much excitement, but that's actually a good thing. You know, you can take a break and relax, have some cocktails, and have a true vacation that explores both the fun kind of frenetic theme park moments, but then also the quieter moments.
It's true. All of the locations that we mentioned are really good, just ambiance locations. And I have to say, we should have mentioned this before, all of them also offer a pretty good selection of non-alcoholic drinks as well. That should definitely be noted for those of you who don't drink. You can still enjoy these spots and have a delicious drink that has no alcohol in it.
That's very true, Patrick. Well, we would love to know some of your favorite bars and lounges in Walt Disney World or Disneyland. Let us know where you like to take a break, spend a little time to reflect with a cocktail or a snack.
Yeah, where do you like to water those holes? You know? Is that the correct term?
You know, you're really forcing that joke. I feel like...
Well, if you can't force it into a water hole, where can you force it, Adam?
And there we go again. You just proved my point.
Yeah.
You can reach out to us on social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast.
Or you can always leave us a voice memo or an email at info@gazedothed.com. Did you have any also-rans in this category, Adam? Of places that you like to whet your whistle in Disney?
Kind of a dark horse location for me is the bar that's in the Wave of American Flavors in the Contemporary Resort.
That's a good one.
It's a good place to take a break and kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What about you? Did you have any runners-up?
Yeah, I would say the Carousel of Progress with my flask.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you'd technically be getting spun while you're getting spun.
Absolutely. Round and round. I also like to heckle them.
Sure.
The actors on stage.
Actors?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
I think you might want to lay off that flask because, buddy, those are animatronics.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Adam, what are you talking about? If that dog's not real, then neither am I. Am I right?
Dog's not real. Father's not real. Mother's not real.
What?
Their 1984 Christmas is not real.
What?
Your promises of sobriety are not real.
Well, that's just a fact. That's just a fact. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Patrick.
Guess what time it is?
It's time for Quick D.
Quick D.
Quick D.
Quick D, Quick D, Quick D. Do you like that? No?
I didn't like it.
Oh.
I loved it.
Aww.
You're so talented.
Thank you so much. I know. Please tell me something I didn't know.
You're so humble.
Thank you so much. I knew that as well. We should move on because I know a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who don't know, Quick D is where Adam and I generally ask each other a question off the cuff that we've not been privy to prior to recording. However, this is a very special Quick D. It's always a special quick D when I'm involved, don't you think?
Yeah, it's the quickest of Ds
It's
then.
the quickest of... Wait a minute. We are going back into Imagine Queering, where we select a attraction from the Disney parks, and we gay it up.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Adam.
An attraction at random.
An attraction at random via Chewbacca's head.
Yes, you were nice enough to print out all of the attractions in Walt Disney World and cut them into slips of paper and put them into Chewbacca's head.
That's right. No explanation needed for that, I think.
It's a mug. It's a mug of Chewbacca's head.
I guess you had to explain it, but here we go, Adam. Reach your bear paw into that mug.
I'm actually doing it this time, and I gotta say, have I lost weight? My hand just slides right in.
Oh.
It's not the first time I've said that, Patrick.
I lubed it up.
It's not the first time I've said that.
Not the first time I said that.
All right, so I'm reaching into Chewbacca's head and pulling out a slip of paper randomly. Patrick, we are Imagine Queering Muppet Vision 3D.
Oh.
So here we go.
Speaking of putting your hands in things.
Yeah. Oh,
Right
that
up
really did work out quite well.
Yeah, right up a Muppet's butt. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the magic is ruined for a child if they're listening to this right now. The magic is ruined. Okay.
Listen, if you're a parent and you're letting your child listen to us, shame on you.
No, I say good for you.
Oh, okay.
Start them young. Let them know about the world and things and
The world and things.
how awful some people can be.
Like us,
Like
you mean?
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
All right, Muppet Vision 3D. We're going to gay you up.
Yes, we are.
Muppet Vision 3D.
Okay, first of all, more Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
She's the gayest of all the Muppets, I think.
Yeah.
Basically a drag queen.
She is a gay icon, Miss Piggy.
A
for
drag
sure.
mother, if you will.
Yeah, she is a gay icon.
Mm-hmm.
All those outfits. So we're actually committing to more Piggy here because she can be a lot.
And she has a closet full of wigs.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Pigs and wigs.
It's true.
You know?
Do you remember when Muppet Show started? You were probably too young, but Miss Piggy's hair was like stick straight and she was kind of more like a disco diva. And now she's like all curls and volume.
Thank you for calling me young, by the way. That's all I heard in that sentence.
Yeah. Okay, so getting back to Muppet Vision 3D.
Yes.
Gaying it up.
You don't really have to gay up the Muppets too much. They're pretty gay. Remember when in Muppets Take Manhattan, Miss Piggy and Joan Rivers were behind the makeup counter?
Yep.
That was the gayest thing that's ever happened.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah.
Another gay icon, Joan Rivers.
Just put that on stage.
I like that scene because clearly Joan Rivers is like applying some kind of weird like puppet safe lipstick to Piggy because she's like using her full hand to like cover Piggy's mouth when she's
using
putting
like
lipstick
her full-on thumb.
Yeah.
It's like all up on that lip.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fantastic though.
So maybe we just like resurrect the corpse of Joan Rivers.
Okay. Wow.
And bring her
aggressive.
into as part. I think she would be into it.
I'm into it.
And bring her on as like a major component of Muppet Vision 3D.
So really, it's just the gayest moments that happened within the Muppets genre.
Oh, that's
basically.
great. Yeah.
Remember when Brooke Shields was on the Muppet Show?
Yes, and she was also in Muppets Take Manhattan.
You're right.
Rizzo's like, is it Rizzo who comes up to her and he's like, do you believe in interspecies dating? And she's like, well, I've dated a few rats before, if that's what you mean.
Wow. Did you just watch this movie, or is it really?
No, it is burned into my brain.
It's true. I watched that movie thousands upon thousands of times.
It is probably my favorite Muppet movie.
It's amazing. You can't get the soundtrack anywhere, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't really have it on any platform, unless it's changed. But the last time I looked, you couldn't get those songs anywhere.
Maybe we take that wedding scene at the end of that.
Oh, I love that.
Same-sex couple.
Mm-hmm.
Piggy and Janice. Janice is a lesbian.
Janice is a lesbian.
I mean, I don't think Janice would say no to anyone, really.
I'll
So
trade
maybe-
with anyone who has a jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi. Maybe she's bisexual, Janice?
She's probably, yeah. She's all the sexuals.
She would say yes to everyone.
She's pansexual.
She loves an experience,
Mm-hmm.
and she's high.
I
all
would
the
love
time.
her to host the gay Muppet experience at Hollywood Studios.
Janice?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need the spotlight on Janice.
It's called Just Janice with others.
And Piggy would be so flattered. Maybe she would, experiment.
Yeah, for sure she would.
Who are the other gay Muppets? Let's explore the space. Who are the other gay Muppets?
Oh, Fozzie Bear for sure.
Oh, you think so?
Fozzie Bear likes it in the bottom. You know what I mean?
I see Fozzie as asexual.
No. I think Fozzie has a crush on Rolf, the dog.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Those two always seemed like they may have had a little something going on.
Do you think Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker are a couple? And do you think that Scooter has a crush on Kermit? Those are two separate questions.
This is a lot. This is a lot happening. I do think Scooter has a crush on Kermit.
Yeah.
And I do think Beaker and what's the other guy's name?
Bunsen Honeydew.
Yeah, they experiment. You know what I mean? They're scientists.
Can you imagine relations with Beaker?
I can.
Oh,
actually.
you can?
Yeah.
Me.
I like a guy who doesn't say much.
That's true.
Just vocal, for sure.
Yeah.
But not so much with the words. I don't need the words. Just let me know what you're feeling. We've done a terrible job at gaying up this attraction so far and just talking about the gay Muppets instead.
Yeah, but I'm into it.
Me too.
In a way, we're gaying it up because we're inviting these characters to come out and be their true selves.
It's true.
So we've got Piggy exploring a situation with Janice.
Yeah.
We've got Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker as a couple.
Fozzie Bear and Ralph.
Fozzie Bear and Rolf probably wearing harnesses.
Maybe.
Don't you think?
Maybe.
Maybe Rolf has a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, he would chase a ball anyway. He's a dog.
Yeah, he likes those balls
Yep.
and bones.
Yep.
Let's be clear.
Do you think when Fozzie climaxes, he says waka waka?
Oh boy, this really, I can't. That's the nightmare.
That will do it for this episode of Gays Do the D. Thanks for listening. To become a patron of the podcast, visit our website at gaysdothed.com/donate. For a donation of any amount, you can receive exclusive Gays Do the D content and help us continue to bring you the very best Disney news and discussion. Continue the conversation after this episode on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast, and submit your questions or show ideas to info@gaysdothed.com. Have a great week, everybody. See you real soon.